It looks like Al B. Sure is calling out his own son, Quincy, and bringing some surprising receipts to the table. According to him, Diddy has allegedly influenced Quincy in ways many fans find deeply troubling. For a while now, fans have noticed Quincy's unwavering support for Diddy, often labeling it as odd or overly loyal. At first, people assumed Quincy was just caught up in a complicated father-figure dynamic, but things are now being seen in a much darker light. Reports suggest that Al B. Sure suspects Quincy may have had a hand in helping Diddy conceal evidence connected to Kim Porter's tragic passing. You may remember that after Kim passed away, her laptop and diary mysteriously disappeared. Well, some now believe Quincy could be involved. Kim Porter's untimely death has always been surrounded by speculation. She reportedly wasn't ill for long before passing, and there were concerns about the doctor who attended to her, someone Diddy reportedly selected personally. Even the first coroner on the case allegedly raised concerns after finding unusual toxins in her system. However, that coroner was suddenly removed, and a new one declared her cause of death to be pneumonia within 2 weeks. Suspiciously, the original coroner later passed away under what were described as natural circumstances, but the timing raised eyebrows. It's been said he was preparing to speak publicly about his original findings just before his own passing. Al B. Sure was among the first to question the pneumonia explanation. He shared an emotional Instagram post stating, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's death and how it tore my soul apart. Kimberly didn't just pass away suddenly from pneumonia. That's not the truth. We had just celebrated our son's Netflix deal, and she was in great health." He even tagged Diddy and included hashtags that made his suspicions clear. There were also reports suggesting Kim's family intended to file a wrongful death lawsuit, but were warned to remain silent by federal authorities. Allegedly, several family members and friends were interviewed by the FBI and advised not to speak publicly. Cassie, another former associate of Diddy, reportedly shared information during her own legal case that she claimed was tied to Kim Porter's death. Insider sources revealed that Kim's loved ones had long harbored doubts about the circumstances. According to one source, if they're saying it was pneumonia and that she passed peacefully, why was there blood found on her pillowcases and on the floor? Why hasn't that been addressed? Kim wasn't found in her bed, as was initially claimed, but rather on the bathroom floor. And contrary to reports, she wasn't discovered by housemates, but by a medical professional said to be handpicked by Diddy. Strangely, her last call, to 911, was logged at 2:43 a.m., yet she wasn't found until hours later, around 11 a.m., according to Kimora Lee Simmons. Before her death, Kim was reportedly working on a memoir that detailed her relationship with Diddy. After her passing, her manuscript and laptop were stolen in what seemed to be a targeted break-in. Only those specific items were taken, nothing else. Al B. Sure has since publicly requested an investigation into people who worked in and around Kim's home. He believes her electronic devices held critical evidence and were intentionally stolen. He even pointed out that false information was later distributed online, trying to tarnish her story. He stated, "Miss Porter's missing devices allegedly already in evidence contain crucial materials that have been hidden." He further hinted that these individuals may be connected to other incidents involving well-known artists. He also spoke about his own health scare, implying it may have been the result of an intentional effort to silence him. He wrote, "I survived a medical crisis that nearly ended my life. Multiple organ failure, septic shock, 38 days on a ventilator. But by grace, I'm here to speak. I kept forensic records of everything I went through and everyone who was sent my way." And now, all signs are pointing to Quincy as possibly knowing where Kim's missing laptop is. But why would Quincy take Diddy's side over his own biological father? The answer may lie in how Quincy has publicly aligned himself with Diddy, even calling him his true father figure. In an open letter, Quincy once wrote, "Albert Brown, also known as Al B. Sure, is my biological father, but Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, has been like a father to me my entire life. He's the one who molded me and supported me. As far as my biological father, I only share a resemblance." This emotional declaration made it clear that Quincy sees Diddy as his true parent. emotionally, if not biologically. His loyalty to Diddy seems unwavering, and he's even been showing up consistently during Diddy's court appearances. At this point, fans are speculating he might as well have a reserved seat.
Sons leaving the courthouse after day 5 of trial.
Now that Al B. Sure is allegedly accusing Quincy of hiding Kim Porter's missing laptop, fans are eating it up because honestly, that's the kind of energy Quincy's been giving off lately. But what do you think? Could he really turn on his own mother like that? Or is Al B. Sure just reaching? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stick around for the next video.